Good morning. It is Friday morning and I am on my way to work. I'm on my way to my main job. I am a small business owner. So thank you. Yes. But I am a small business owner. I promise it sounds fancier than it is. I'm a beauty professional. So I'm a licensed cosmetologist as well as an esthetician. And I have my own private studio and practice where I provide full body waxing services, lash lifting and tinting, and some facial services, as well as some skincare treatments. But anyways, with that shameless plug out of the way, I have a few clients lined up for the morning and early afternoon today. And then afterwards, my plan is to do a little bit of grocery shopping because we ran out of milk at the house and I've been eating cereal every morning. I usually don't eat super early in the morning, but that's kind of a lie. I do eat in the morning, but I usually don't feel as forced to eat in the morning as I have been ever since I've started taking my medication for my skincare. It forces me to take it with a lot of food and water because otherwise it'll upset my stomach. Yeah, I'll be doing some grocery shopping, and afterwards, plans later on today. Later on today, I had signed myself and my mom up for a coffee and crafting night at my local church, and that's gonna start around 6:30, so it's gonna be pretty late in the evening. I'm gonna see if I can take a few clips to include in the vlog, but I mainly wanted to take today's vlog as an opportunity to talk a little bit about my skincare. So one way, shape, or form, there's going to be a section of the vlog where I really just want to have a one-on-one with you guys and talk a little bit about my skincare journey so far and what the blueprint of that plan looks like. So that way, if any of you might be going through a similar situation with your skin, you can kind of see how I'm handling it and see if that's something that might work for you. I hope you are all having a wonderful day or night so far. I've been really enjoying uploading these videos and editing these videos, and it's just really nice to be able to focus on something a lot more casual and personal, and not have to be so prim and proper whenever I want to record, or even when it comes to editing style. So I love my ASMR channel, don't get me wrong. It's just obviously with something like ASMR, you really have to make sure that you're presenting yourself in a very matter-of-fact way, and it's supposed to be relaxing and calming, so you can't really be that all out there. And even with the editing style, it's very minimal, it's very chill, and I just really want to spice up my videos with some fun editing. I know my videos have been very plain since I started uploading, but I mean, I'm sure over time I'll be able to kind of zhuzh it up with a little bit of stuff that I'm learning along the way as well. I'm very basic when it comes to my rudimentary understanding of technology, so I'm hoping that by growing this channel and growing my ASMR channel and outgrowing older technology, I'll teach myself along the way and learn new things and unlock new abilities. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my skincare. I know I have a couple minutes until I arrive at work, so I might as well start the conversation now. But as I had mentioned in my very first upload on this channel, I don't know if you've watched it. If you haven't, please, I'd appreciate it if you go watch it. If not, that's totally fine. I'm someone who suffers from hormonal acne. When I was a teenager and a preteen, or even just a young adult, I didn't really have issues with my skin, which is ironic as hell because you would think going through puberty and adolescence, that's the ideal time where your hormones are all out of whack and your skin just starts wreaking havoc on your face. But no, I never had issues when I was younger. I maybe had the occasional breakout, but nothing severe enough to warrant me taking any real steps towards fixing my skin. But it wasn't until I got into the first few years of college as I guess you could say a young adult, or emerging adult, whatever it is they call it, but that would put me around my early 20s. So I'm 30 right now. January I'll be 31. Insane. Don't even want to talk about it because I will have a mental breakdown. time is an illusion. My skin started to take a left turn in my early 20s, very early 20s. I would say like once I hit 21, even 20. But yeah, 21 I would say is when it really started, 21, 22 years old. That's when my skin really just started to go haywire. And I noticed that it would mainly concentrate itself around the time of my period. And I'm pretty regular when it comes to my period. I rarely skip a period, or I'm rarely off my calendar. So just for reference for my girlies out there, those of you who experience periods, I'm fairly regular. So don't know if that has anything to do with my hormonal acne or not. I think it might just honestly be internal and genetic and all kinds of things, because I'm still learning about that as well. But yeah, I never got an official diagnosis for my skin or really saw a professional for my skin. It was mostly just me trying to figure out what works best for me, working with my facial therapists at the time, which were more so like Medi-Spa estheticians. So still not really seeing a medical professional. I was really against medication for the longest time. I didn't want to put anything foreign in my body, which, you know, I know that not all medications are created equal, so some are definitely, in my opinion, a lot more unnecessary and harmful, while others are actually, you know, you should integrate it if you need it, because modern medicine is there for a reason. I pretty much just did my best to kind of control it, I guess you can say, all to no avail. My skin would constantly go through these ups and downs where it would either be really, really bad, or it would be like, oh, there would be a shining opportunity where my skin was actually calm and there wasn't any new breakouts and it was starting to kind of clear up. And then of course then would come my cycle on, you know, the monthly dot, and my skin would just be breaking out all over again. So it's only been getting worse, sad as it is to say, as I've been getting older, which I would think it would be the other way around, but that doesn't necessarily work that way. So I finally made the decision to book an appointment with a dermatologist through my insurance. I do have a HMO through United Healthcare. If you're curious about what kind of insurance I have, I do pay for my own insurance. Because I'm an independent contractor with my job, I pay, you know, for my own private health insurance, which is not cheap, and it's only getting more expensive. So yay, gotta love that. But I was able to get a referral from my PCP for a dermatologist in my area, and I was able to go see him, close to about 2 weeks ago now. This weekend will make it 2 weeks ago, so thank you. I was able to go see a dermatologist through the referral from my PCP, and he took one look at me and was like, yeah, you have hormonal acne, which was so gratifying to be able to hear, because I, as someone who deals with breakouts and who has been dealing with acneic skin for a couple of years now, more than a couple of years, I should say, almost a decade, if you think about it. I've dealt with all kinds of opinions from friends and family and skincare professionals about what it could be and what could be causing it and this and that. And I've heard everything from it's your diet to it's your weight to it's your lifestyle to, you know, oh, like you're washing your face too often. Or, you know, oh, it's the products that you're using. You're using too many products. I'm somebody that doesn't use a lot of products, okay? Like, I know I'm a skincare therapist myself, but I fully believe that everybody's genetics are different, and not every person needs 1,000 products to put on their skin. And I'm somebody that doesn't need a lot of product, because when my skin is not being temperamental, it's perfectly fine, and it doesn't require a lot to be able to upkeep. So I cleanse twice a day, moisturize, SPF, and sometimes I'll use a serum here and there, and then I exfoliate every other day, and sometimes I'll mask if I'm feeling really dry, and then it just depends on what issues I'm going through. Sometimes I'll do a clay mask to really draw out the impurities and the oils and just use those on the areas where I'm getting like intense breakouts, or I'll do, like I said, like a nice hydrating, like hydrogel type mask. And I can talk more about products a little bit later in the video if you guys are curious about what I'm currently using. I'm not proud of what I'm using right now, so I'm working towards getting through that product to be able to invest in a new product. But yeah, I've heard it all, and it was just so gratifying to be able to hear from a doctor what I, in my intuition, knew all along, which I'm like, this has to be tied to my hormones, because the patterns are there, the way that it manifests itself. It's just, I just knew that it was hormonal. So to hear him say that felt really gratifying, and I was like, thank you. I know I'm not crazy. And for those of you who are curious, I did ask him, because I know I was like, hey, like, does it really have to do with my diet? Like, does that really heavily affect my acne or the type of acne that I have? And he's like, no. As far as like a root cause or like, you know, truly affecting it that intensely, your diet doesn't play a super significant role, or at least it shouldn't. I mean, I'm not going to say that for every single person, because everyone's different, especially if you have like food allergies and how your body reacts to certain foods. But he goes, in general, it should not really impact too much of it in terms of like causing it or making it worse. He goes, sugar, obviously, and I have a big sweet tooth, so but he did say, you know, obviously a diet with higher levels of sugar can cause more inflammation in the skin and just generally in the body. So he goes, that can obviously make things worse, but as far as like root cause or like being a sole perpetrator towards making your situation worse, your diet should not be like a big player in that game. He put me on 2 different oral medications and a topical Retin-A. I'm going to do my best to remember the names, but I will get the exact names and put them in the video when I'm able to source them. But yeah, I just wanted to open up the topic about my skin, so we'll continue this in the next clip. I'm at work now, so I gotta get going before my clients get here. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day or night so far, and we will continue this conversation. Hello again. So I just finished eating. I got home from work maybe about like 30-ish minutes ago. But since I know we had left off on talking about my skincare, I can give you guys a little insight on what it is exactly that I was prescribed. So, like I had mentioned earlier, I was prescribed 2 antibiotics orally, and I was prescribed a topical Retin-A. Hi. So, sorry, I put you guys down on the bathroom counter for a more level view. So these are the 2 oral medications that I'm taking. It is doxycycline, and then this one is, I'm gonna mispronounce this, spironolactone. It's spironolactone. And I believe these are each, so the spironolactone is 25 milligram and the doxycycline is 100 milligrams. And with the doxy, I take that once a day in the morning, and then with the other one, the spironolactone, I take this one twice a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. So that's my oral medication. For the topical, he prescribed me trentinoin, I think that's how you say it, trentinoin. And it's 0.025%, so it's, you know, I guess not too intense. It is a generic for basically Retin-A, and it comes in a little tube like this. So a little bit goes a very long way. And I was instructed to use this sporadically, like maybe starting every other day or every couple of days to acclimate my skin, because if anybody's familiar with Retin-A's or anything similar of that nature, it can dry your skin out intensely. I kind of goofed and I used it every single day for the first week just because I guess I'm impatient and I know better, but I was like, let me just see how much my skin can handle. So I did it every single day at the end of my day. So you would apply that at night. So after I'd shower and do my facial And skincare routine, I would put my tretinoin on, and then I would put it with, top it with my moisturizer. So I first started doing it that way every night for the first week, and then putting my moisturizer on top of it. But then I quickly found out that my skin was not having it. So I did experience some dryness. I am still a little dry, but it's also winter. So the weather's cold and chapped, and I'm already dry on top of it because of that. So I think it just was a mix of the conditions as well as the medication that really did it for me. So I pulled back, and now I'm doing every other day. I'm doing the sandwich method now, which is putting moisturizer on first, then the tretinoin, and then the moisturizer on again afterwards. So I did take before photos just for reference for myself personally before I started taking the medication, just so I can kind of look back and see how the progress goes. I'm not going to show the before photos quite yet, just because I just got started. So I want to give at least a good month to see how the progress is. My derm did tell me to come back in a month. He wants to see me back in a month, so I do have an appointment pre-booked with him, and then just pretty much take it from there. So let me get up here for a second. So that's pretty much where I'm at with my skincare, my medicinal skincare, at least when it comes to what my dermatologist had prescribed me. So I think I'm on week 2 now of taking the meds, and I feel like I want to say I have noticed a difference, a very slight difference so far. I know nothing is going to work immediately, and it's going to take time and consistency. Obviously, given that I'm dealing with hormonal breakouts, it depends on the time of the month and my cycle. But yeah, it's been kind of hard to tell, I'm not going to lie. But I do want to say that I'm inclined to say that it has made somewhat of a difference. Also, the Doxy that I've been taking, as well as obviously using a Retin-A, or in this case tretinoin, it does make my skin photosensitive. And if you don't know what photosensitive means, it basically means that you can burn really easily or sustain damage really easily from the UV rays, aka the sun. The dermatologist did recommend a pretty strong SPF for daily use, just to protect my skin. I mean, I already was using SPF on the daily to protect my skin, just as a skincare girly and an esthetician. It's like, that's the basics of skincare, is always wear your SPF. So if you didn't know that, I'm telling you right now, always wear your sunscreen, always wear your SPF. Aim for something that is zinc based, because zinc will protect from both UVA and B rays. One of those burns physically, the other can cause free radical cells, which leads to cancer. So it burns you on a chemical level, on a molecular level. And then try to aim for at the very least 50. At least that's my recommendation in terms of your sun protection. But I do use sunscreen, and this is the brand that I use. It's called Derm. It is a SPF 50, broad spectrum, of course. So this is what it looks like. I got this off of Amazon. I'll link this in the description below if you guys are curious. And then there are the ingredients on the back there. But yeah, so a little bit of this and I'm good to go. I'll talk more about like my full skincare routine probably in another video. I just wanted to touch base on the acne journey right now. So that's what I'm taking. That's what I am on as of the moment. And I'm rounding week 2. So we shall see in the next coming weeks how everything turns out and what the doctor has to say. So I'm hopeful for it, but I know that it's a tricky thing dealing with hormonal acne, and he did warn me about that. So there's probably going to be some instances of trial and error, but I'm in it and I'm ready to give anything a try right now because I've had enough. So is secured. We got the milk. I also decided to make a last minute impulse buy and buy some string lights, like some Christmas plain white string lights. Sorry, I gotta turn on the AC because it's a little hot in here. I had actually seen, I think it was a post on TikTok of someone who decorated their hallway in their home with string lights on the ceiling and then hung little ornaments from them for Christmas time, and it looks so cute and so magical and whimsical and warm and just cozy. So that's kind of what I'm going for the inspo. But this past year has been a little chaotic for myself personally, but also for my family, because there's just been so many life happenings, some good, some bad. But anyways, there's just been a lot that has been going on. So with the holidays approaching, it's gonna look a little different in my household this year, I'm not gonna lie, because everybody's kind of branched off on their own lives. I don't know if we're going to really be getting together in the same way that we're used to for the holidays. So we weren't able to decorate for Halloween because my brother was getting married shortly afterwards, so we were consumed with their wedding. Plus we were all just really tired with all the prepping and the planning, and we're all kind of just pooped, sad as it is to say, but it's true, because we've just been go all this past year. And of course, each of us, including myself, going through my own personal ups and downs. So I don't know, I feel like the holiday spirit in my household is just not there this year, or it's kind of lacking a little bit. I like to decorate, I like to kind of make it feel cozy, and I'm all about the cozy vibes and the warm vibes and all that stuff. So when I saw that post, I was like, I have to do this at the house and see A, if I can execute it properly, and B, how it'll look. And I'm sure it'll look amazing. And once I do have all those pieces together to put it up, I will definitely film that for you guys and show you the finished result. But so yeah, that was a last minute impulse buy. We've got the milk, which was the most important thing. I really had to put on my horse blinders every time I go to Target, because I'm like, okay, I'm only here for one thing, just get the one thing and get out. But I'm not gonna lie, every time I go to the bullseye section or like the dollar section, I'm always like looking around to see what kind of potential trigger items I could find for my ASMR channel, because sometimes they sell some really cool stuff there. Target is dangerous, and I'm sure many of you who are watching can agree. If you guys are Target shoppers, you get what I mean when I say that. Home. My mom and I went to church, had our little ladies coffee and crafting night. You guys just saw a few clips from there. We made these really cute decoupage, essentially paper mache pumpkins, and these little oyster shells. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. They're in the garage drying. It's the end of the night. I'm tired. I'm dirty. So I'm gonna take a shower and then just relax for the evening. But before I end the video, I wanted to share something that came in the mail today that I'm really excited about. So let me I ordered some shirts off of a website that sells Christian-based devotional clothing. So I got 2 different shirts. I'm gonna unbox them for you. So this is by a brand called For His Glory. There's like a teeny tiny. So it's the brand For His Glory, and it's like the Roman. So they sent a cute little postcard. It says God bless you. It's got a QR code there. It's got care instructions on how to wash. And then it comes with a super cute sticker, and this is the design that's practically on the shirt. And it says, "Need a prayer scan here. We believe that prayer works, that the God of the universe hears us when we speak to him and welcomes us to pray to him openly and freely." And then when you scan the QR code, it takes you to a website where you can submit and answer prayers. And the cool thing is, apparently when you submit a prayer, you essentially get like a tracking code for it, so you get an update when someone prays for you. So that's really cool. I thought that was really awesome. So you'll see the shirt with that design in a moment here. I ordered 2 different shirts, 2 different designs. The first shirt. Post edit Amanda here. We interrupt this haul to bring you footage that I totally forgot to put into the vlog of the after of when I decorated the hallway for Christmas. So enjoy that. And back to our regularly scheduled programming. Thank you. It's like a really pretty periwinkle-ish light blue. And then on the back is that design, as you can see. So super cute. I think I got it in a size large because it does shrink a little bit. So I'm excited to wear this. I'll probably wear one of these shirts to church on Sunday. Today's Friday. And then the other shirt that I got, it says #NotForsaken. And on the back, it says, "This is your sign that God hasn't forgotten about you." And I believe that is a verse, right? Let me see. Yeah, Deuteronomy. And it's got a bunch of Roman numerals that I don't want to bend my brain to try to figure out right now. But this is the shirt, also in a size large, and I got it in a really nice blue wash color. I've been trying to wear more color. I wear a lot of black in my wardrobe, and if I do wear colors, they're typically on the darker side. So I wanted to try something different and wear some brighter colors. So I'm really excited. These shirts are super cute. The material is really nice too. It is cotton based, so it will shrink a little bit. So I'll link both of these shirts in the description down below if you guys are curious for yourselves. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys this. I think it's really cute and really fun. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my vlog for the day. It wasn't the most exciting day, but it was nice to be able to step out with my mom and go to church and participate in a women's night, doing our little crafting and whatnot. And my mom was able to socialize, which makes me really happy. It was a great night. We got a bunch of really fun crafts now for the Thanksgiving holiday to put on our table with our spread. So I'm super excited about that. But I hope you had a great day, and I hope you continue to have a great day or night. Thank you all so much for watching, and God bless, and I will see you in the next video.